Welcome to the GCNTech show. I'm Manon.
And I'm Dr. Oliver Bridgewood. This week is going to be an absolute cracker. I can't wait to show you all. We've got gravel clothing from a fashion high street brand.
Really?
Can you believe it?
What?
Yeah, we've also got a new tech from Muck Off and your bike shop of the week.
And you can't forget...
What?
Bike Vault.
Oh, yeah!
Whoa, Hank, not yet.
Not Hank. Ollie.
Sorry, Ollie, not yet. We're also going to be discussing our main talking point, which is, what does your bike tech say about you?
Oh.
I still can't believe they've left us to it.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to dive straight into our main talking point this week, as there's no poll to discuss. Naughty Alex and Connor. Personally, I think you can tell a lot by what bike someone rides about them.
Do you know what, Manon? I think I would agree. I mean, it's like pets, isn't it? You know, the owner always seems to look like their pet. I mean, take Sai as a case in point. He owns a Whippet, and look at him. He
Basically
can't put
a
on weight.
Whippet, yeah.
He is basically a Whippet. I mean, the resemblance is uncanny. Check out this photo. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fair enough. You've got a good point there. But let's forget our four-legged friends for now and concentrate on our two-wheeled ones.
Like that.
Right, the first one that comes into mind is if someone has a very bling, jazzy paint job on their bike. I feel like you can tell a lot about someone if they have that. And let's take Connor, for example.
Oh, good one.
He's got a very bling, standout bike, hasn't he?
Yeah, I have to say, when he first showed me the design of his Orbea, I basically thought he had given a pack of crayons to his 3-year-old, and that's what came out. But that's genuinely him, and I kind of rate it. I mean, it says a lot about his flamboyant, playful nature, doesn't it? And he kind of stands out, which I guess Connor
The bike
really,
stands out and
really
Connor
does.
stands out, yeah.
But I have to say, you know, people with these really flamboyant, colourful, blingy bikes, they like the attention that it brings when pulling out a cafe stop.
Yeah, I feel like you've tried to do this a little bit with your Ronald McDonald Orbea, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, everybody likes to try it.
Yeah.
The thought process going through my head when designing that bike was I wanted a fiery outlook. You know, I wanted to show my hot nature. It came out as Ronald McDonald.
Not quite the vibe you were going for, was it?
Eating a lot of burgers, so it kind of backfired.
It's probably the opposite to hot and fiery.
Ouch.
Right, next up, the one with a bashed up bike. Does not care what bike it is, what it looks like, what's on it. It's just a bike. It'll get them from A to B, no faff. It doesn't need to be anything special. It's just a tool to them.
I like this though. It's so simple. Like you say, there's no faff, there's no flamboyance. It just does what it's intended to do. Rolls along nice and easy. There's no bells and whistles.
Right, I'm going to throw Alex into this now. And Alex he's very neat and tidy and clean and likes things done properly.
I'll tell you what, he's that guy that irons their boxes, isn't he?
Probably. I can see him doing that. He likes things done properly. And his bike, I feel like, resembles that.
100%.
His bike is very clean, tidy, it's always well polished, and he's also always pays attention to the little details on his bike. So he's got these multicoloured valves on there. I feel like that's very Alex, isn't it?
I've never thought about multicoloured valves,
Me
but
neither.
kind of into it. I like that, Alex.
Yeah.
But there's also that guy that turns up, or that rider that comes up with all the latest tech. You know, they've got the latest bike, they've got the best paint job that you can possibly get hold of, and, well, they've got tech that measures everything that goes on their bike, every tiny little movement. This
Ollie Bridgewood.
is Ollie.
Yeah.
You know, the show-offs and the nerds.
Yeah, I feel like Ollie likes the data, I'm doing 3,000 watts right now.
3,000?
Okay, maybe a little bit over-exaggerated.
Little?
But you know, Ollie
Can't hit 1,000.
Ollie he likes the data, on and off the bike.
Yeah, slightly different too.
Yeah. I like this. I like a little bit of data, just not too much. There's also that one person with an immaculate bike. No matter what the weather or the situation, they turn up with a clean bike. It's very well maintained and looked after.
Well oiled, isn't it?
Well-oiled
lubed up.
bike. And these people are probably very sensible. Have a very sensible job, a sensible car, probably a Golf, you know, do-it-all car.
Hatchback?
No, yeah. Well,
Reliable.
maybe an estate, because, you know, fit the bike in.
Okay, perfect. It's a category I don't think I fit into. You know,
Neither of us
cleaning
probably do,
and
actually.
maintaining my bike is definitely not my forte.
No.
So on that, with another category I'm going to chuck into the mix, is those riders that tend to come up with a dirty bike. You know, layers and layers of muck, dried, setted, and then, you know, dripping black oil off the chain. That might be me. It tells a story.
I did see one of your bikes the other day and it was a bit dirty. Yeah. But these riders, you can probably hear them before you can see them because they'll have a creak on their bike or...
Similar to my personality, I guess.
You can see, that's very true.
You know, you can hear me before you see me.
Yeah. Well, these bikes, they're not looked after. They've, you know, not very well lubed, got a creak.
Yeah. And then, on the other side of the coin, there's those riders that live, love, and absolutely adore bikes. You know, they dream about them. They're the ones that have a bike upon their mantelpiece, you know, in front of their kitchen for everyone to see, done with the best materials known to man. And these are the bikes that are the museum pieces. You know, they live in their garage and they hardly get written.
Yeah, very passionate cyclist, a collector, one that admires bikes, very passionate about something, yeah. Not me.
No. Which category do you fit into?
The cool one.
Which
I don't
one's
know what
that?
category I fall under. I'm simple. I'm not about the very flamboyant paint job. Simple.
You go for the kind of stealthy look. Your bike's always quite well maintained.
It's not like Alex's.
But it's
like
kind
pristine.
of middle ground.
Yeah, middle ground.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll call that the cool category. Let us know, though, what category you fit into. Are you the museum piece, the dirty bike, or the clean one, or you love the gadgets? Let us know in that comment section below. Yeah, the cool one. That's embarrassing, Manon.
Now time for hot
And spicy tech.
First up this week, we've got a new product from our friends at Muck-Off, and this is a bike tracking system. And I don't think we've ever seen anything like this before.
No, I definitely haven't.
No.
But this is Muck-Off's new stealth tubeless tag holder. Now it's made in a 3-part silicone base that sits within the tubeless tyre, keeping a nice good seal on that tyre and rim combo because there's a whole load of different bases that you can get hold of. And yeah, it's basically a tag system that works within the tyre itself.
That is really cool, and it's been designed so you don't even know it's there. So you can know where your bike is at any given time, but without any of the thieves knowing.
Yeah, now this works with Apple AirTags, so you can basically track it all from your phone. And I've got to say, the last place people are going to look, or any robber or thieves going to see, is in your tyre. I mean, you wouldn't expect to have, you know, a tag in the tyre, would you?
And people who usually steal bikes don't really know that much about bikes, so they're not even going to think about it. They might not even know about this when they steal a bike, but you will. And you'll be able to track your bike and get it back.
Yeah, nice bit of
Hopefully
tech.
it's not even stolen in the first place. Now on to some other news. Zara, the massive high street fashion brand, has added a new range to their ever-growing list, and this time it's gravel clothing.
Yeah, I've got to say, I am actually super excited about this because, I mean, gravel has genuinely taken the world by storm, and it's amazing to see that fast fashion brands as big as the likes of Zara have also got in on the action. I think this just shows where gravel and cycling in general is going.
They've got a full range of men and women's clothing. They've got cycling shorts, t-shirts, and even merino wool t-shirts. They've also got a cycling jumpsuit, which is basically cycling bib-tight longs. But let us know down in that comment section, what do you think of this range? And I think it's really good, and it's also very reasonably priced for cycling kit.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see if Zara is going to help with the, well, ongoing fashion in cycling. You know, they could potentially get quite flamboyant with it.
Yeah, they could.
You know,
I wonder if they'll do like really aero stuff.
And well, are they going to put their, you know, fast fashion expertise, you know, being ahead of the curve in casual fashion, into sportwear?
They have done a few different sporting ranges now.
Yeah.
They did like a rock climbing one not that long ago as well, so.
Watch this space. Let us know in the comment section below, though, if you think this is a great thing and if you think you would wear Zara bike clothing.
And last up in hot tech, we've got some hot tech from the Pro Peloton. Now, we spotted this over on Cycling News, and Team Uno X have been using the classified power shift at the Tour of Hungary.
Yeah, this is actually really exciting for us, especially in the tech space, because it's so cool to see brand new techs in the peloton being raced at this very moment. But it's not that new. We've actually seen it around a while. Sai actually took a look at it about a year ago.
It allows you to have just one chainring on the front, but you have the same gears as if you had two chainrings. And it does so by using the gear system contained within the rear hub.
Yeah, it's actually quite smart tech.
Is, yeah.
And it's going to be really interesting to see if a lot of the other pro cycling teams adopt this tech for their race bikes. So yeah, I guess watch this space and keep your eagle eyes out over on GCN Plus, where all the racing is taking place.
See if you can spot any more new tech.
I know, exciting.
More hot tech next week. It's now time for Best Bike Shop of the Week.
Yeah.
As voted by us. This is part of the show where you upload what you think is your best local bike shop using the hashtag bike shop over on the GCN app, and we'll pick out one a week and hopefully it'll be on the show. And this week, we've got a great submission, haven't we?
Yeah, I was really lucky enough to pick out this one because we had loads of submissions. Now, this one is actually from the Ribble Valley, which is in the northwest of England, and it's called the Green Jersey Bike Shop. It's not just a bike shop.
Good name for a bike shop.
Also a cafe too. But there's loads of different things that make this one quite special. It's got over 150 active members of the bike shop, and that's from weekend riders to weekday riders to pros to ex-pros to juniors and everything in between. It also funds some of the youths or junior riders, and the hardest part of becoming, making yourself a pro is those early years when you're trying to get on the scene. So really good there, and it's also a non-profit bike shop too.
Oh, we love it. It does look like a fantastic bike shop, and I do like that they help, young riders, because when I was starting cycling, my local bike shop helped me, and yeah, it's just nice to have a bike shop like that you can go to, ask advice. What do I need? What do I do?
Where do I go? What club should I join in? They've got a club ride, everything else. It is so important, these bike shops, and we want to keep them going. So,
well done.
Yeah, so well done to the Green Jersey, and make sure you keep submitting your bike shops, the ones that you like the very best, so we can give them
some
the
love.
floor, give them a platform. Anyway, what's up next?
You know what time it is.
Yeah, I do. It's this time of the week. Yeah.
I want to ring the bell.
Okay. Yeah, I do love the bike. Well, I've actually submitted one this week.
Yes,
so
I know.
I hope it gets the recognition it deserves.
Do you know what? I was quite surprised when I saw this. Your bike vault submission was the most Superniced out of all of them last week. You even beat Ollie.
Did I?
Yeah, you beat Ollie.
Well, there you have it. I have actually been practicing because I did have a feeling I'd be making it onto the tech show. I haven't been on the tech show, as you'll probably know, in quite a while. So I wanted to come in with a stamp, and I did so. You
beat Ollie at his own game with a Colinago C68.
That's it. Yeah, we were really lucky enough to ride Colinago's new C68, and it was a bit of a dream of mine. I've never ridden a Colinago before, and we were doing so in the Dolomites, in the Dolomiti in the heart of Italy. I'm afraid to say I beat Ollie at this game, but he beat me at my game.
The actual cycling. Well, if you want to catch that video, it's over on the GCN channel. There was a lot of comments under that, how well Ollie was climbing. Didn't get dropped that time, did he?
No,
anyway.
Moving on swiftly, what we got next?
What is our first bike this week? Ooh, a nice green Cannondale. Bit of a collaboration with Rafa on this one. I mean, from the off, looks very nice. Closer look, we're not in Biggie Smalls.
We're definitely not in Biggie Smalls, we're actually on Small.
Smalls, yeah.
With the crank is definitely not lined up.
No, it's hiding the logo. The valves, where are the valves?
Oh, well, Ollie told me to line up the valves, and these ones aren't lined up.
Did Ollie help you win the bike vault?
Well, he did say I had to line up the valves. That's the only tip he gave me.
Well, I don't think these valves are lined up.
But I like the background. The green.
Yeah, but I don't like the grass at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit messy.
Well,
not for me. Sorry.
It's going to be a nice one here too.
A nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Next up, what have you got? Ooh.
Oh wow. So we were talking about bling. And this
is
really
bling.
stands out for the crowd, doesn't it? Look at that, a gold
chain ring.
Chain ring.
Tan sidewalls. Ugh. Have we got a gold chain?
No. We haven't got a gold chain.
Do you not think?
No.
Okay. Okay, the valves aren't lined up. The background isn't super sleek, but I might have to go super nice on this. Because everything else is pretty...
No, I think I'd agree. I mean, I'm just trying to look closely at it. It's the Factoron, and it's got 1x drivetrain. So yeah, it's a 1x. It's a nice looking bike. Deep rims, fast, aerodynamic. Are you gonna say super nice? It's super nice.
Super nice. Next up,
I actually had one of these bikes.
a pink bike.
I didn't have a pink one, but I did have the Windy Miller Massive Attack race on it.
Yeah?
Yeah, back in 2011, I think it
Wow,
was.
back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day.
Oh, nice.
I personally do like a pink bike. I wouldn't ride one, but I like looking at one. What about you?
Yeah, it's out there.
You love a bit of pink.
Yeah, I do like a bit of pink. I'm gonna go nice.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can go super nice if you want.
Well, it's just the background's not doing it for me.
It's like everything on the bike is set up well.
It
but I
kinda
feel
looks
like
like
we
a
could have done better with the background. It needs a bit of weeding, but it is very nice.
Yeah, it's a nice. Next one.
up from Peter 9. Oh.
See, this is me.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, this is me, the 8-bar. Love this. Absolutely love this. A gravel bike. It's, built for the adventures.
DT Swiss. We've got valves are lined up. We're not in Big Smalls.
No, well, we're close to it though, aren't we?
We're middle ground.
Valves lined up. I can't see. Oh, they're also using a shadow stand. Yes.
Oh, you can just about see it.
Yeah, if you're looking at getting one of them, we've got them in the shop. But yeah, this is definitely a bike for me.
Very nice picture as well. Very nice background. I'm going to go super nice.
SRAM Force. Love this. Zip Service Course SL wheels. Hit that bell, Manon! Let's go! Yeah!
Damn! Right, next up.
We got another Factor.
Another Factor. Now we've got a gold chain.
Boof. A bit of bling.
Not in Biggie Smalls.
No, the crank's really, really just not doing it for me.
No.
I mean, I don't mind a crank like that, but I feel like a crank like that is minus points.
Different game that.
Yeah.
And we have got a saddlebag on. We've got the line.
We've got oversized jockey wheels there.
That's nice.
I mean, the wheels are pretty freaking cool though.
I do like the paint job on this bike as well.
I just don't like. I've got to say, I'm all for saddlebags and lights.
But when you're taking a picture of the bike fault, they
Yeah.
need to come off.
Yeah.
They need to come off. You need this. It does take time and effort. The bike fault.
Yeah, so I think we're both going to give this Factor nice.
Nice from me.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not perfect. But we recently
We can work on it.
Yeah. Now, don't forget though, if you want to get your bike into the Bike Vault, then it's very easy to do. All you need to do is head over to the GCN app, submit your bike, and add in all the different descriptions, because that way we can get the whole community to vote on your bike, and it can get involved, hopefully, on the GCNTech show next week.
I spend a lot of my time on the GCN app voting on hot or not.
Thanks
but,
for
yeah,
voting on mine.
that's okay. No worries. Well, more bike fault next week.
Yeah, and that's it for the GCNTech show.
We survived!
Just about. Now, I hope you guys survived with us and you enjoyed it, because I've got to say, I don't get to go on the GCNTech show that often, but when I do, it's an absolute banger. So thank you very much for watching. And I won't see you next week, because I doubt I'm going to be allowed back.
The pros will be back next week, hopefully. I actually think... I'm back next week with Alex.
So
but yeah.
I got...
You're busy next week, aren't you?
I got
anyway,
the
yeah.
demoted
Well,
up, yeah.
thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.